Hey kids, lesson 6, level 6, choosing your own adventure by comparing objects. And all of these scenarios all have bugs in them, so they're not operating the way we expect them to, but they kind of have the same theme if they're trying to use either equal equal or exclamation equal, and it's not working. So here we are in the menu runner class. We've got a 1D item of a 1D array of menu items. So we've got a burger, curry, pizza, sushi, and samosa. And then the first test item is burger, curry, pizza, sushi, and samosa. So the first test item is exactly like this item of the menu items up here above. And so what we do is we create a new menu object using those first test items here in this list. And we do the same thing with this second test items, but they're a little bit different. There's a moussaka, whatever that is, and paella. So there's two things that are different. And we create another menu item, call it second, that has all of those menu items in that array for input. And then we try to see, is it matching? So we take the food object up here, which has these menu items as input, and we compare it to the first menu object, which has the first test items as input. And then we also do the same thing down here. We compare the foods object, menu object, and compare it to the second menu object. And so when I run this, it should say that, hey, the first one are all the same, but it keeps coming back to they're not all the same. And so let's go to the menu item class and scroll down to the equals object. Oh, let's go here instead to the menu class. And we will scroll down to the find matching meal. And the problem is right here. It does not like that exclamation point equals. So we will go dot equals. And then we're going to negate that. And then we're going to wrap it in parentheses. And now this should give us what we need. And there you go. All of the options are the same. Not all of the options are the same. Now, what exactly is happening here? What exactly is happening? So this find matching meal has the some other option that it's comparing to. And we are comparing like this object. Now remember, it works like this. So I will put a comment. This find matching meal for some other object. And so we are going to scroll through this list here. That's what we do. We scroll through this list, see if it's equal to everything in the other list, menu item by menu item, and then we negate it. And if that negation happens to be true, that means there's something in here that is not alike, and so we return false. By default, we are assuming that they are all the same, and we are looking for instances that are not the same. Now let's go over here to the equals object or equals method that we are overriding the object equals method. And so remember, so we are going this dot equals some other object. And what we are assuming to start with, we are checking is maybe this other object is actually the same thing as this object. It's just an alias for it. So we're seeing if they point to the same memory location, and if they do, we return true. If that's not the case, we don't do anything and we come to this one. So we check, is this other object, is this actually an instance of the menu item? Is it a menu item object? If this is, then this returns false, so that's not true, and we skip this return statement and we come down here to the menu item. We say, okay, we'll take that other item as a menu item and we're going to cast other as a menu item. And then we see if this current menu item is equal, the type of it is equal to the other item type. I'm going to work on this. I still don't like how I'm explaining it, but I'm going to work on this.